In the silence of the night, when the world is asleep, there is a fire that burns within us. It is the fire of longing, of desire, of wanting what once was and what might never be again. Yet, the Stoic does not allow this fire to consume them. Instead, they use it to forge a stronger, more resilient self. The essence of Stoicism teaches us that true attractiveness, the kind that draws others back into our lives, is not found in loud declarations or desperate actions. It is found in the quiet strength of our character, in the way we carry ourselves with dignity and grace, even in the face of loss and rejection. We do not seek to manipulate or to force others to return to us. Instead, we focus on becoming the best version of ourselves, knowing that if they do come back, it will be because of who we have become, not because of what we have tried to make them do. This is the silent attractiveness that Stoicism offers, a quiet power that draws others to us, not through force, but through the strength of our spirit. Chapter 1. The Foundation of Silent Attractiveness. Silent attractiveness begins with self-mastery. In the teachings of Epictetus, we find the wisdom that it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This simple yet profound truth is the cornerstone of our journey. We must cultivate the ability to control our responses to the events of life, particularly those that cause us pain and sorrow. When we are able to do this, we become a beacon of calm in a chaotic world. Others are naturally drawn to this calm, for it is a rare and valuable quality. This mastery is not about suppressing emotions, but rather about understanding them. The Stoic knows that emotions are natural, but they must be guided by reason. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This strength is the foundation of silent attractiveness. It is the strength to remain composed and confident, even when everything around us is falling apart. It is the strength to let go of what we cannot control and to focus on what we can ourselves. Chapter 2. The Art of Letting Go. One of the greatest obstacles to silent attractiveness is the inability to let go. We hold on to the past, to people, to situations, and in doing so, we prevent ourselves from moving forward. But the Stoic understands that clinging to what was is a form of self-imprisonment. Seneca, in his letters, advises us to let go of that which is not yours. It was never meant to be held onto. To be silently attractive, we must learn to release our grip on the past and embrace the present with open arms. Letting go does not mean forgetting or dismissing what was important to us. It means acknowledging that everything in life is transient, and that trying to hold on to something that no longer serves us is a futile endeavor. This is not an easy lesson to learn, but it is a necessary one. When we let go, we free ourselves from the chains of our own making. We become lighter, more open, and more attractive to those around us. Chapter 3. Cultivating Inner Peace. Inner peace is the essence of silent attractiveness. It is the calm within the storm, the serenity that others sense even when we are silent. To cultivate this peace, we must practice the art of detachment. This does not mean that we become cold or indifferent, but rather that we learn to detach ourselves from the outcome of our actions. As Epictetus teaches, do not seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and you will go on well. When we no longer place our happiness in the hands of others, or in the success of our endeavors, we find a deep, unshakable peace. This peace is attractive because it is rare. In a world where so many are consumed by anxiety, fear, and the need for validation, those who are at peace with themselves stand out. They are like a calm sea, inviting others to come and rest in their presence. This is the silent attractiveness that draws people back to us, not because we are trying to bring them back, but because they are naturally drawn to the peace we exude. Chapter 4. The Power of Patience. Patience is a virtue that is often overlooked, yet is one of the most powerful tools in the Stoics' arsenal. To be silently attractive, we must learn to be patient, not only with others, but with ourselves. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by and another takes its place, and this too will be swept away. In this flow of time, we must learn to wait, to allow things to unfold in their own time, without forcing or rushing the process. Patience is attractive because it shows a deep confidence in the natural order of things. It demonstrates that we are not desperate, that we do not need to control or manipulate, but rather that we trust in the process of life. This trust is magnetic, drawing others to us because they sense that we are not in a hurry, that we are comfortable in our own skin, and that we are willing to wait for what is meant to be. Chapter 5. The Strength of Vulnerability. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in the Stoic tradition, it is a strength. To be silently attractive, we must be willing to show our true selves, to be open and honest about our struggles and our emotions. This does not mean that we are weak, or that we let our emotions control us. Rather, it means that we have the courage to be authentic, even when it is difficult. Seneca wrote, "The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. This struggle, this willingness to face our challenges head-on, is what makes us attractive. It shows that we are not afraid to be human, to be vulnerable, and to grow from our experiences. This vulnerability is not a display of weakness, but a testament to our strength. It is this strength that draws others to us, not because we are perfect, but because we are real." Chapter 6. The Silent Power of Virtue. Virtue is the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, and it is also the key to silent attractiveness. To be virtuous is to live in accordance with nature, to act with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are attractive because they represent the highest ideals of human conduct. When we live by these principles, we become a beacon of light in a dark world. The Stoics believed that virtue is the only true good, and that everything else is secondary. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the essence of silent attractiveness. It is not about talking or convincing others of our worth. It is about living in such a way that our actions speak for themselves. When we embody virtue, we do not need to seek attention or approval. Our silent example is enough to inspire others, to draw them back into our lives, not because we have asked them to, but because they are naturally drawn to the goodness they see in us. This is the true power of silent attractiveness, the power of virtue. Chapter 7. The Art of Self-Discipline. Self-discipline is the practice of controlling our desires and impulses in order to live in accordance with our values. It is the ability to say no to what is easy or tempting in order to say yes to what is right and good. In the context of silent attractiveness, self-discipline is essential because it shows that we are in control of ourselves, that we are not swayed by our emotions or by the opinions of others. Epictetus taught that no man is free who is not master of himself. This mastery is what makes us attractive in a quiet, unspoken way. When we are disciplined, we are reliable, consistent, and trustworthy. We do not need to make grand gestures or promises, because our actions speak for themselves. This consistency is attractive because it is rare in a world where so many are driven by impulse and desire. Self-discipline also allows us to focus on what is truly important, rather than being distracted by the noise of the world. It gives us the strength to pursue our goals with determination and perseverance, even when the path is difficult. This focus and determination are attractive because they show that we are committed to our own growth and development, and that we are not easily swayed by external circumstances. Chapter 8. The Quiet Confidence of Stoicism. Confidence is often associated with loudness, with bold declarations and assertive behavior. But the Stoics' confidence is different. It is quiet, unassuming, and deeply rooted in the knowledge that we are in control of our own minds and actions. This quiet confidence is attractive because it is not based on external validation, but on an inner sense of self-worth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." This means that our confidence comes not from what others think of us, but from what we think of ourselves. When we cultivate positive, empowering thoughts, we develop a quiet confidence that is unshakable. This confidence is attractive because it is not boastful or arrogant, but humble and grounded in reality. Quiet confidence also means that we do not need to prove ourselves to others. We are content with who we are and where we are in life. This contentment is attractive because it shows that we are not needy or desperate, but secure in ourselves. Others are drawn to this security, to the calm and steady presence that we bring to any situation. Chapter 9. The Power of Reflection. Reflection is a key practice in Stoicism, and it is also a powerful tool for cultivating silent attractiveness. By taking the time to reflect on our thoughts, actions, and experiences, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This understanding allows us to grow and improve, to become the best version of ourselves. Seneca advised, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This lifelong learning is what makes us attractive, because it shows that we are committed to our own growth and development. When we reflect on our experiences, we learn from them, and we become wiser and more capable. This wisdom is attractive because it is rare and valuable in a world that often values superficiality over substance. Reflection also allows us to cultivate gratitude, which is another key component of silent attractiveness. When we take the time to reflect on the good things in our lives, we develop a sense of appreciation for what we have. This appreciation is attractive because it shows that we are not constantly seeking more, but are content with what we have. Others are drawn to this contentment, to the sense of peace and fulfillment that it brings. Chapter 10. The Magnetism of Resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to keep moving forward, even when the path is difficult. It is a key quality of the Stoic, and it is also a key component of silent attractiveness. When we are resilient, we show that we are not easily defeated, that we have the strength to overcome challenges and setbacks. Epictetus taught that difficulties are things that show a person what they are. This means that our true character is revealed in times of difficulty. When we face challenges with resilience, we demonstrate our inner strength and fortitude. This strength is attractive because it shows that we are not easily swayed by the ups and downs of life, but are able to maintain our composure and determination in the face of adversity. Resilience also means that we are not afraid to take risks or to step outside of our comfort zone. We are willing to face challenges head-on, knowing that they will help us grow and become stronger. This willingness to take risks is attractive because it shows that we are not afraid of failure, but are willing to embrace it as a part of the journey to success. Chapter 11. The Serenity of Acceptance. Acceptance is a key practice in Stoicism, and it is also a powerful tool for cultivating silent attractiveness. When we accept things as they are, rather than trying to change them or resist them, we develop a sense of serenity and peace. This serenity is attractive because it shows that we are not constantly struggling against the world, but are able to flow with it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." This means that our happiness and peace of mind are not dependent on external circumstances, but on how we choose to think about them. When we accept things as they are, we free ourselves from the constant need to control or change them. This freedom is attractive because it shows that we are not burdened by the need for things to be a certain way, but are able to find peace and contentment in the present moment. Acceptance also means that we are able to let go of the past and focus on the present. We do not dwell on what could have been, but instead embrace what is. This focus on the present is attractive because it shows that we are not caught up in regret or longing, but are fully engaged in the here and now. Others are drawn to this presence, to the sense of calm and stability that it brings. Chapter 12. The quiet strength of compassion. Compassion is often seen as a soft or weak quality, but in the Stoic tradition, it is a sign of great strength. To be silently attractive, we must cultivate compassion for others, recognizing that everyone is fighting their own battles and that we are all connected in our shared humanity. Seneca wrote, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness." This means that compassion is not just about feeling sorry for others, but about actively seeking to help and support them. When we show compassion, we demonstrate that we are not only strong, but also kind and caring. This kindness is attractive because it shows that we are not self-centered, but are able to see and respond to the needs of others. Compassion also means that we are able to forgive and let go of grudges. We do not hold on to anger or resentment, but instead choose to approach others with understanding and empathy. This ability to forgive is attractive because it shows that we are not burdened by negative emotions, but are able to rise above them and approach life with an open heart. Conclusion: the silent attractiveness of the Stoic. In the end, silent attractiveness is not about what we say or do, but about who we are. It is about cultivating the inner qualities of strength, resilience, compassion, and wisdom that make us magnetic to others. When we live in accordance with these principles, we do not need to seek attention or approval, because our silent example is enough to draw others to us. As Stoics, we do not seek to manipulate or control others, but instead focus on becoming the best version of ourselves. We know that true attractiveness comes from within, from the strength of our character and the quiet confidence that we carry with us. This is the silent attractiveness that draws others back into our lives, not through force or desperation, but through the natural magnetism of our inner fortitude. In the silence of our hearts, we find the strength to overcome our challenges, to let go of what no longer serves us, and to embrace the present moment with grace and dignity. This is the true essence of Stoic attractiveness, the power to be silently, unassumingly, and irresistibly magnetic, simply by being who we are meant to be. Thank you for being part of our community here at Stoic Clarity. Your journey to claiming your power is just beginning, and we're thrilled to be part of it with you. Stay strong, stay resilient, and keep claiming your power every day. See you in the next video. Conclusion: the silent attractiveness of the Stoic. In the end, silent attractiveness is not about what we say or do, but about who we are. It is about cultivating the inner qualities of strength, resilience, compassion, and wisdom that make us magnetic to others. When we live in accordance with these principles, we do not need to seek attention or approval, because our silent example is enough to draw others to us. As Stoics, we do not seek to manipulate or control others, but instead focus on becoming the best version of ourselves. We know that true attractiveness comes from within, from the strength of our character and the quiet confidence that we carry with us. This is the silent attractiveness that draws others back into our lives, not through force or desperation, but through the natural magnetism of our inner fortitude. In the silence of our hearts, we find the strength to overcome our challenges, to let go of what no longer serves us, and to embrace the present moment with grace and dignity. This is the true essence of Stoic attractiveness, the power to be silently, unassumingly, and irresistibly magnetic, simply by being who we are meant to be. Thank you for being part of our community here at Stoic Clarity. Your journey to claiming your power is just beginning, and we're thrilled to be part of it with you. Stay strong, stay resilient, and keep claiming your power every day. See you in the next video.